been a while since I recorded because we've just been nursing and nothing interesting has happened. Well, finally something interesting has happened. But today, what is today? Today is the April 16th, so it's been a while since I actually recorded. We're backed up at the pump because we had a coupler just break. Alex is on the move. I will show what happened here. I loaded, Birdie hops into load and goes, the pump broke. So,
we'll get to it.
So Christoph's shirtless for a different reason. You never see that in life. He's not too hot. That's not the reason. Because no matter how hot it is, he will have a shirt on. But he got covered in, not cow shit, but he got covered in a liquid. Silage shit. He was trying to fix something. And a pipe blew. Or a coupler. So he got 4 inches of crap sprayed all over him, and now he's just pissed off.
So what happened here was this right here is the ring.
Or the lock clamp.
The locking for this. So it's supposed to be on the end of this pipe. And you just lock it together. And that, over a couple of years.
It's 6 years old now. Because we bought this pump brand new. And this is honestly the first real break, like, from age has happened, other than the hoses, but those sit in the shit all the time, so that's kind of different. But we don't have an 8-inch adapter here, and it's supposed to rain now for the rest of the week, or at least
couple days.
Basically a couple days, every other day it's supposed to rain. We can't really go, so we want to go today, and it's Sunday, nothing's open. So our solution is farming ingenuity right here. Because that ring right there is just way too thin. There's Pierre. He's hauling the Hertzbees.
That one.
Yeah, he just roped me. Birdie, you know, it pumped fine for me.
Why not? I just saw this shit going right underneath the tractor, like, huh?
At least if the window was open though, it would have went up.
No, the pipe dropped.
Well, the shit would have flown up. You know how that works.
Maybe we don't have to buy a piece. Oh, yeah.
What do you have it attached to? Oh, just the pump.
Should we come on scrap too?
We could try it. As long as the O-ring tightens up and fills with shit, we're good. So this right here is Scott's coming out with feeding.
Alright, so Dreas backed up. He's just gonna go for it, yeah. I thought he, almost moved! It opened up an inch almost, so I was a bit scared. Right? Maybe we'll tighten it up a little bit more, but I mean it's technically holding. Or maybe we can give it another ugga-dugga.
I think we're staying in the spot zone.
We're in the danger zone. But it is working. Maybe we won't load as fast as we could, but we're at least loading stuff. Doing twice on this. Yeah.
So we tightened her up some more. The ratchet strap and the come along. It should be good now. He already pumped one load with how it was, so it's even better.
I told you so.
Ready to roll.
Yeah.
Can't stop the shit. We already got the pit down a bunch.
Yeah, it is.
We don't have enough manure.
I'm gonna take a shower.
Again.
If you want to see more Christoph, keep watching.
Probably not. Okay. We got all, well, Birdie's truck's over by the barn because he had to get his pickup. And Alex is waiting, and Gerhardt's probably sitting at the barn waiting, and the other truck's still coming. Today we're spreading in the big field. We just got done a different field, but we're doing this front section by the rail trail. We're working that way. Normally we work from the back this way, but because it's supposed to rain, we want to get the wet section done, because kind of where Ferdy is, the ground kind of switches back over to more sandy. So even after rainstorms, the ground dries up really quickly. This section right here, the field takes a long time to dry up compared to everything else. So we're trying to get it done now. That way we don't have to worry about it when it comes to dealing with it when it's raining or after raining. Well, I just got back from the field. Alex just got loaded up. She is enjoying the tanker life. She's literally taking 2 of her normal, oh no, it's not fully, so she's almost taking 2 of her old tanker loads in one. It is a little less, because her other one was 45, and this is 8. But she's still trucking almost 2 truck worths in one. With 1 truck, still the same person driving, just getting a lot more done. So we have less diesel fuel. We got Miriam riding with Ferdy. He hasn't got stuck today. That's a win. I didn't record. Alex got stuck yesterday. And that didn't make it on camera either, but the floaters are on, so it's definitely minimized a lot of getting stuck for the trucks. We're actually so we're headed to the big cornfield. It's kind of hard. I don't really have anyone to record spreading from the outside, so it's hard to get the different point of views today. Because Marcus is busy. Henry is riding with Alex, and I think he's a little too small to stick out in the cornfield for 30 seconds and hold the camera. And Ava, I think, is in the cab, or she's in the, playing in the sand. This thing pulls this tank just as easy as mine for the most part. Like, you don't feel it back there unless you're really trying to get on it. But no complaints. This thing is a lot heavier than mine, so it would take a lot more power to take off just as fast, because it's not pulling. It's pulling more weight than just the tank that might will. Got Alex right there. What I do like, there's no wiggling. Like mine will like kind of sway side to side because it's got the fat tires. Well, here by Pinecone, I'm doing 30 miles an hour already. Using the tractor brakes, that's why I use the tank brakes most of the time. Sometimes you gotta use the tractor brakes because it kicks into 4-wheel drive, because this one has 4-wheel drive braking because it goes so fast. But then you're doing 20 miles an hour and it slaps your 4-wheel drive in. It's really bad for the front end. I don't like it. But for the most part, I try to use the tank brakes. but I was kind of talking right there and looking at the 3 cars behind me and the ones that were coming through the dust, so I didn't really think about slowing down soon enough. So I messed that up. While we're here, we gotta, since I last spread, I was only about 2 loads in, but we're already over a bunch. They're working towards me this way because it's drier there and smoother because they're right on the edge of the snappler stuff where it was drier, so they're not in the bigger ruts. I'm not making it all the way to the end with 1 load. A little, 1 load and then about 3/4 to get all the way. So I turn around and I come back a little bit. Well, we got Alex leaving the field right there. I tried getting her to take the camera.
It'd be nice if we get this section done. We don't have to worry about it anymore.
She didn't want the camera, which is fine. Can't make her take the camera. Sometimes
you'll have to do a couple loads around that wet hole there on the left grass after.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm doing this side, because it's a little bit softer areas. This stuff I'm going around. We were filling this in last year. It's already a lot better. Might do a little bit more this year. But when it comes to planting, it's normally dry anyways. It has to be, otherwise you can't plant it. But Birdie might take the camera a little bit. Well, Ferdy's pumping right now, so we're gonna give him the camera for a little bit. It's definitely a slick looking unit. He's high beaming people.
We're heading into the big field here. I'll show you a mistake I almost made. I got pretty lucky actually. I've never really done it before. Last load, I was pulling in, and well, actually it was a load before, but you can see I took the corner too early and my trailer tire was too close to the edge. I mean, I just drove slow and it stayed up on the road, but just little things that you always have to be careful of. Obviously Andreas is spreading from here to the right, and Alex and I started further up and worked our way over. It's dry right now, so we wanted to get this wet part done. Well, if it rains, it's a little bit harder ground, so it's not as easy going. Like the stuff on the end, even if it rains, like next day or whatever, we can go there. Even if we have to nurse, we can still turn around and stuff, but stuff down here is just not the same. So I mean, try to get this done, and Christoph should be coming at some point anyways to work it in the ground, so that way it stays. That's the whole point of it. So obviously on the first load that I did spreading, I covered my tanker with manure, and so it was either going to be the valve or that we fixed, or I didn't have it turned all the way. Well, it ended up being the valve, so isn't working right, so that's why I have to open up the I have to move the nursing pipe the whole time, because otherwise, see, you'll see it's coming out right there, and it's not a big deal for corn at all. It will be a big deal for when we do grass, because I can't just leave a streak like that in the grass field, because you'll just see it and it's just not what we want. So we do got to put that valve in. We're just going to take that whole mechanism out and just put another valve in, and then it'll just run it off like that. So that'll be, I think, probably after corn. We I will get to it because either I'm nursing or I'm spreading like this. But for the most part, I'm just nursing. Today I can, but once it rains, we'll go back to nursing. So just trying to get as much done as we can so no one's really nursing today. Alright, so Krista's here now. He's doing the part that we were in. Alex is ahead of me. Rhea should be coming soon. We actually don't have that much left here. Maybe we'll keep working our way up or we'll go on the other side of the road. So, I am handling, well, some people call it desking, but handling. We're doing two things at once today. This is the snappage that we harvested last fall. So we'll cut up the discs, the stalks, same time as we are putting in the shit in the ground, so it's all one shot. So it just got stuck. I'll see if I can find it. It's not too bad, but a little bad. The truck was almost all the way through the mud, but I guess the trailer didn't like it as much, so he's stuck. Andreas is gonna come and empty him out so he can pull out. You can see all the stalks. That's why we're chiseling it up a little, harrowing it up a little bit, so when the chisels come through later, they don't just plug up solid, as they do like the plug. Oh, look at that, he went through a little bit of water. Probably should have went around it. You didn't like it no more?
No, I didn't have it locked in. And then I stopped at one point, and then I didn't have enough speed.
Yeah.
Did you guys record this?
A minute.
I'll try to make this the cover picture. I'll be nice. Hey Ferdy, you want to give it a thumbs up? Oh, doesn't he look happy? The sun is all in the wrong places. Looks like a little bit of a wet hole. We don't have the chain with us at the moment, but he should be able to get out once he's lighter. He got 5,800 gallons out. Let's see if he can make it out. You should put all your lockers in. He never put the lockers in.
Took them out.
You should push your tank brakes in. Oh, look at that. He never put the lockers in. Yeah, dropping the... So he didn't put all the lockers in. He actually pushed two of the lockers and dropped the airbag. So not only was he in a mud hole, but he had no more suspension float, and he didn't have the front lockers in. Yeah, he forgot he's covering his tank. Well, we are getting rid of that stupid flip valve, and we're gonna buy a knife valve.
It's supposed to rain next 10 days, so we'll fuck with it.
Yeah. There we go. We got the F-bomb in the video that everyone was looking for.
I guess I'm sorry.
But we thought we fixed it. So either we messed something up putting it together and we didn't weld it right or whatever, but we're cutting it out. We're fucking putting a knife valve in it. It's done. We are almost done this section. And I figured I'd get a little bit of a drive-by of Alex. She likes to put the spout out there just in case she doesn't get all of the knife valve switched over, because I mean nobody wants to get out and check every load. And she likes to switch it back to nursing every load just to make sure that if that 12-inch one that's from the tank to the propellers isn't closed all the way, isn't leaking. It's just like a secondary security she has on it. She doesn't trust the one, but it is what it is. It's not a big deal as long as we're not losing shit on the road. but she doesn't trust herself timing it right, which is fine because she has covered the tank once or twice. So he just flings it out. It's not like it adds any extra work for her. It's a couple buttons. And Christoph is almost all done. He's caroling, like he's caught right up to us because it's much quicker for him. He's right here already, and he's already done the other side. We're finishing up the last pass here. Christoph's already harrowed on both sides. But that'll end it for this video. I got nursed into on the last load because Alex was bringing it and she didn't want to get stuck. I have a little bit more to take out of her, but that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.